One of the reasons why the world has been in this carbon winter over the last few years is because there were too many carbon credits that didn't deserve the name carbon credits.
The answer is yes. That's not saying that it's going to be an easy task. The one promising development that we are seeing is the convergence of the different markets.
We are seeing signals of structural demand for carbon credits coming from countries like Singapore. You had the introduction of the carbon tax, allowing companies to offset roughly 5% of their exposure. If that number goes up regionally, that could create significant demand. We're also seeing the opportunity in Japan in their compliance market. They signed a mutual recognition agreement that would allow Indonesian carbon credits to be imported into Japan's compliance market.
I think the demand in Indonesia is stagnating because of the carbon tax is not being fully enforced. If you're not enforcing, people are not going to pay penalties for not being net zero or for polluting.
We have over 500 corporate clients. Those that are committed to their climate activity are staying the course. They may not speak about it as loudly, they may take longer to make decisions, but they're focused on quality and driving impact.
From the mitigation side, there is a very little demand, but I think from a removal side, there is a lot of demand.
I don't see a major constriction in the market.
The market is bifurcating. People are buying more higher quality and are leaving behind the tier 3 and tier 2 credits.
The market hasn't gone anywhere for economies in the global south, especially when we talk about villages in Africa and Vietnam that have gotten access to, for example, clean cooking thanks to carbon credit projects.
In terms of international trading of carbon market, there needs to be a global wide standards. Then it's only possible to trade, because at the moment I think people are going to leverage off the cheap ways of carbon reduction or removal from Indonesia and sell it at premium elsewhere in a different market. Until the carbon market is synergized across ASEAN or the world, just like currencies, then it will be a challenge to be overcome.
We all know carbon markets can't substitute for other forms of decarbonization and shouldn't, but having carbon markets available and having them available now would allow action at scale now. There is an absolutely critical precondition, which is integrity. If integrity is not there, scale will never follow.